Think about the sheer volume of labor required to keep a household running every single day. Cooking, cleaning, organizing, managing schedules, it is a continuous cycle of physical exertion that rarely gets a day off. This chart shows the global average annual income by gender, based on the 2023 Global Gender Gap Report. You can see a massive deficit here. Women earn approximately $11,000 per year on average, while men earn around $21,000. That gap exists because a huge percentage of women's daily work, whether managing a household or performing heavy agricultural labor, goes entirely unpaid and unacknowledged by the formal economy. The Tamil Nadu government is attempting to address this structural deficit with the Magalir Urimai Thittam. It is a direct economic intervention built to put a hard financial value on domestic and agricultural labor. The mechanics are straightforward. Provide a cash transfer of 1,000 rupees every month, totaling 12,000 rupees a year, straight to the women who act as the heads of their families. For lower-income households, 12,000 rupees provides crucial liquidity. Research on similar basic income programs show these funds are immediately prioritized for children's education, toward better nutrition, and for medical needs. However, a political promise of recognizing women's labor quickly collides with a strictly targeted economic reality. To process millions of applications quickly, the government eliminated the need for paper income certificates. In their place, they instituted a web of rigid, automated data checks to filter out ineligible households. That creates a practical dilemma for you as an applicant. You need to know exactly how these automated rules interact with your family's data before you spend days standing in government lines. This diagram shows the eligibility maze. It breaks the application down into 3 distinct filters: the family card, the 3 pillars, and the 8 exclusions. Claiming this financial support requires total clarity on how the state assesses your household data. Let's walk through exactly what you need to pass each filter. The entire system uses your public distribution system family card, your ration card, as its central database. You cannot simply apply online or go to a random government office. You must attend the specific registration camp tied to the fair price shop where your family card is currently registered. The first major bottleneck is simple. The system allows only one female applicant over the age of 21 for every family card. The government looks at who is listed as the head of the family. If a woman is listed as the head, she applies. If a male is listed, his wife is automatically treated as the female head for this scheme. This creates a complex multi-generational trade-off for many households. If you have a mother-in-law and a daughter-in-law living together on the same ration card, the family members must mutually select a single person to apply. It is worth noting the state fully recognizes non-traditional family structures here. Unmarried single women, widows, and transgender individuals heading a family are entirely eligible under this first step. Getting past step 1 requires 2 things: internal family consensus, and double-checking that your PDS registration matches your actual household structure. Once your family card is clear, your data hits the 3 economic pillars. These replace the old, slow income certificates with automated thresholds. The first pillar evaluates total household earnings. Your family's combined annual income must be strictly below 2.5 lakh rupees. The second pillar targets property. Your family must hold less than 5 acres of wetland or less than 10 acres of dry land. The final pillar looks at utility data. Your annual household electricity consumption must stay under 3,600 units. Because this is processed electronically, there is zero room for context. Consuming 3,601 units of power or owning exactly 5.1 acres of wetland triggers an instantaneous system rejection. Relying on these 3 pillars allows the government to approve millions of people rapidly, but it removes human judgment from the edge cases. Even if you meet the income, land, and power criteria, you still face the final hurdle, the 8 exclusion traps. These are primary wealth indicators. If anyone in your family pays income tax, files GST, owns a business making over 50 lakhs, or owns a 4-wheeler, your application is blocked. Then there is the double-dipping exclusion. Families already receiving old age, widow, or unorganized workers' welfare pensions cannot receive this new grant. This is a severe trade-off in the policy's design. It intentionally excludes highly vulnerable women who currently survive on minimal, pre-existing Social Security pensions. There is exactly one exception to these exclusion rules, the disability exemption. Families receiving a maintenance allowance for severe disabilities, like a spinal cord injury, muscular dystrophy, or intellectual disability, can bypass the pension exclusion entirely. Utilizing this exemption means you must ensure your medical documentation is meticulous and currently active with the Welfare Department. The state is actively protecting its budget limits. To survive this final filter, your household data must be flawlessly clean. We have mapped out the rules. Now you need to decide if gathering your documents and attending a PDS camp is worth your time. Here is the final scorecard. Ideal candidates are landless agricultural workers and low-income families. Using minimal electricity and no car, you are clear to apply. However, if your family is connected to government employment, files income tax, or owns a four-wheeler, the system will auto-reject you. If you qualify, your immediate next steps are to confirm the head of family listed on your ration card, pull your last year of electricity bills to check your usage, and locate your specific fair price shop. Navigating this bureaucratic maze requires strict attention to detail. But for the millions of families who clear these hurdles, securing that $12,000 grant means gaining vital economic leverage.